Are you ready to enter a new world? A world where distance won't keep you and your friends apart? From this point forward, you won't have to be alone at home anymore. From the comfort of your living room, Eurofurence is bringing the con to you. Ever wanted to go to a convention that never ends? Want to meet new friends? Or maybe you want the whole hotel to yourself.
This is so freaking awesome.
Do you just want to get away with stuff you can't do in real life? Like having that sick satisfaction of pressing all the elevator buttons all at once? Actually, please don't do that. Eurofurence is a complete convention experience. We've got room parties, we've got queues. In VR, you'll have eyesight twice as good as you would in a fursuit. Never worry about the rush to book a room ever again, cause we have infinite rooms. Hotels full? Boom. Start up a new hotel. It's that easy. When you join an instance of our world, you'll feel like you're actually there.
I am into Estral.
Not only are we offering a one-to-one recreation of the Estral Hotel in Berlin, we even replicate the very real experience of convention elevators. With all the waiting and stress, guaranteed. You can even touch your friends.
This is so weird. I had no idea virtual reality would be this realistic.
Yeah. At Eurofurence, you can jump on the beds and climb the fountain as much as you want. But when I tried that at the real hotel, I got stuff yelled at me like, "Stop," and "We need to call security." Be with your friends, but most importantly, be yourself. Find or make an avatar, try it on and give it a go. In VR, there are no limits to what you can be. When you look in the mirror for the first time, you'll see yourself in a whole new way. Welcome to the future.
Hello everybody and welcome to Eurofurence Online. So, the entire board is here. Here's Nightfox and here's Löwy. And welcome to the show. So, we're really here in the Astral. Who would have thought? And it's amazing. I want to thank the guys from Eurofurence who made this awesome place for letting us use it as a stage for our opening. And I'm completely blown away by all the detail here. You can walk up to every chair and every little bit, and everything has a texture. It's amazing. I've been told by Ray Maggio that this entire Unity project this was built in is almost 1.7 terabytes large. And they went to the actual hotel and took about 11,000 photos that they then merged into this thing. And, I think they worked something like about 4 months full-time on this, like 10 hours a day. And, it's amazing. What can I say? So, this is not a one-day thing. No, this Eurofurence is going to here to stay, so you can stay at the Astral anytime you want. Yeah, so our last 7 months in this pandemic were absolutely bonkers. First, there was the whole cancellation process. That took so many weeks where all of you had to wait for us to finally make an announcement because we had no clear legal guidance on if we can cancel our contracts or if there's going to be like an official ban on events. And the moment we knew what's going to happen, we could then cancel Eurofurence. We had to. Even if it had been legal to run Eurofurence, it would have not been responsible to do it. So instead, we have to do with the virtual version. So, what will the pandemic mean for Eurofurence now and in the future? Well, obviously, for now, we're stuck in the virtual world. At least that's something we can do. For now, nobody knows for how long the restrictions will be necessary and at which time a con will be possible again. We've already seen the first cons being cancelled in 2021. And I have sadly no news for Eurofurence. We don't know. If there's a vaccine available in January, maybe we're going to have a con. If this pandemic is stay with us for longer, we might not. One thing I can say is that there will probably not be a registration starting in January. If Eurofurence is going to take place in 2021, registration is definitely going to start later than it used to. And so the virtual hotel is still standing. Nighty, how is the real hotel doing at the moment?
Yeah, the problem is that the hotel normally only hosts really, really big events. And as you all know, this is not possible at the moment. So they try their best to survive on smaller events or accommodating people from the government, whatever is possible. And we simply hope that everything goes well enough that we can continue staying in this beautiful place. Hoping for the best.
Yeah, thank you. At this point, I would like to thank the Eurofurence community for how supportive all of you guys have been to us. Really, it could have run so much worse. And Löwy, maybe you can give us a little update. How did the cancellation go for you?
Yeah, you all were very supportive with first with waiting, being patient to get the money back and stuff. We got a lot of donations. 25% is really, really a lot, and keeping us alive and holding the risks bearable. So this is very awesome. Thank you very much for this.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to everybody who donated their refund to the charity. That is also really, really appreciated by the Cheetah Protection Foundation. They really still need every donation they can because they're also still suffering from the pandemic. They're not getting any guests at the moment. So, yeah, thanks again. That's really great. So, Eurofurence Online. There's a couple of ways you can take place in this virtual event. First off, we have a Discord server that you can use to meet other furries and send your own streams, chat and get updates. You can use the Twitch chat during live events and interact with the hosts running the event. There are going to be meetups both on the Discord and the R chat where you can meet up with your friends or groups of interests. Check out the schedules, they will all be in there. Well, and last but not least, there is our 3-day-long live stream giving you content 24 hours a day, both recorded and live. In fact, we've got scheduled about 20 hours of live content and, more than 40 familiar faces you'll be able to see here. And absolutely no laden. Well, maybe just a little bit for the simulation, but we really hope this is going to run smoothly.
You can wait at the elevators.
Yes, you can wait up the elevators. And if you want to lose some friends, just press all the buttons. It's so realistic. You will lose friends just like in real life.
You can bring food and beverages.
Yes, and you can fit... if you manage to bring them in VAR chat, of course. You are officially allowed to order in pizza to this place. If you can find someone who delivers here, that is, please let us know. Yeah, but anyway, I can tell you something. Holding a speech in VR is something I'm doing for the first time in my life, and doing it in front of a live audience is much easier. And with that, there's only one thing left for me to say. I hereby declare Eurofurence Online open. Enjoy the show. And now I'll be handing off to Jianan, who wants to tell you something about what to expect in the coming hours. See ya!
See ya!
Thank you very much, Cheetah. And well, do we have a lot to show. We might be doing this for the very first time and are a little bit nervous, but this won't stop us to give you a great weekend with EFO and our friends at Eurofurence. Let me give you a quick rundown of today's streams. In about an hour, I will be joined by our guest of honor from next and previous year. Two artists who inspired many inside our fandom to follow their footsteps and draw and write captivating fantasy pieces for a living. They will not only give you an insight how they became the famous people they are, but also show their tips and tricks how to overcome the often complicated challenges as a freelance in today's art world. At 20CST we will move right on to four also very well-known people in their crafts. Though they will not be playing on this piano, Fox Amour, Pepper Coyote, Cosmic and Rhubarb join for Eurofurence Online to give you the same acoustic experience you would usually have with their breathtaking concerts. We highly recommend to stay until the end of the show, as we have a little surprise there for you. Hide your liquor as we are approaching 21:45 CST, as we will not stop with people you would expect at a physical convention. With many tales in his heart and even more wine in his hand, Anke Kage will be sharing one of his always interesting stories. Which one will it be this time? Well, see for yourself. I am pretty sure some of you will remember this spot in the lobby. Not because of the general flair, but because of First Science doing their best in trying to understand the fandom. Since they had a wonderful time with us last year, they jumped right in when we told them that we would like to hear a little bit more about what makes us tick. So join the panel at 23rd CST. When you are done partying in our Discord, watching all the additional recording content through the night and had your personal breakfast, we start our live stream at 12 CST on Saturday. From there, team will join you and give you a glimpse how to create puppets that rival the quality of fursuits and amazed many viewers in the puppet show in the past. You may be wondering why I'm up here? Well, at 30 CST we invited our charity to get a little wild and show how they usually treat and train their animals to give you a better understanding of the work. It might be broadcasted over the internet, but Nanji, the female leopard, is still quite intimidating, so... well, see for yourself. Art is something very amazing and comes in a lot of different shapes and forms. So do a lot of characters in our media and the films that influence the fandom. With our event at 14:15 CST, we want to put four artists to the test, if they know how to draw them by just being given a name. Join us for a lot of fun and see if they can nail it. We are pretty sure you have stand-in queues at EF for quite some while in the past. However, not in this one, as this year's puppet show will be right on time. So don't order your burger at 16 CST when we premiere the recording of the puppet show from EF23, Skies of a Star. When you stay a little longer after the show, we even have the three main actors live with us to tell their tale behind the curtains. You're still with me? Well, then I can tell you that we have some more treats for you that day. At 20 CST, Eurofurence will be hosting our unique virtual reality dance competition. Multiple firsts will be joining, performing their moves, and showing who's the best. Right after that, you will also be able to dance yourself, when Zippo, Kana and Big Blue Fox will do the DJ lineup for the night. On Sunday, we start right where we ended with some fresh and positive music. On 13 CST, Zeo will hosting his concert with spheric sounds and ambient music. You might wonder how awesome stories like the puppet show are not just written but also produced? Well, with a lot of coffee. And double the amount of work. At 14:15 CST, Cheetah and Co will tell you how things usually look before they come on stage. Psst, is there really so much we show on stream this weekend? Okay, wow. Well, hey, as it seems we have even more on Sunday. At 16 CST, you can join right in with a Q&A with the CPF and ask your questions about our charity. They might not be there with their animal companions, but with a lot of information about them. Maybe not the same, but still very interesting information you will also get with the next panel. The Eurofurence team, the guys who built this whole world, this virtual party for you, will be up to tell about their experience to create their Estrel to ludicrous detail. Join at 17:15 CST and see it for yourself. Ah, there! Yes, yes, I'm still fine. But I'm looking for some more liquor, as after the virtual showcase, Onkel Kage and Cheetah will come together and share some more of their stories. Well, and tell you why it can sometimes be called war when conventions are about to happen. Last but not least, at 21 CST we want to close down with a question many of you will probably have in their mind after this year. Will virtual conventions stay? We'll answer this question with the leading heads behind Virality, Eurofurence, Virtual Amphicom and Virtual Confuzzle. And that's it! These are all the shows we'll be showing on the Twitch livestream. Of course, there's many more, as Cheetah and Co just said. So look around in the Discord, and of course also here in the VR chat. If you need anything, just talk to the EFO crew, and of course, have fun with the convention.
What we are talking will be live on screen, so that should be absolutely fine. So I guess we are going pretty much live in a few seconds. I know. And we are go! So, well, welcome to Eurofurence Online. I hope you had a very good time until now, and we'll have much fun with all that we got for you. As you just heard in our opening ceremony, there is a big show, just as Twitch. The 3 days of a lot of different things that we want to show you. But not only that, we also have the Discord. So if you're not joined there already, you should go there. We have about 1,400 people already who are pretty much eager to chat with you and want to share what the experience they currently have with our online convention. And last but not least, of course, we have also our Eurofurence people who put up a whole Estrel for us. So, if you never did Virtual Chat before, please go to the Discord. We have there a small package for you that tells you how you can use VR Chat and join as soon as possible to our con space there. Keep in mind, the con space currently in the Virtual Chat can only have somewhere about 20 to 40 people. So if you're going for a room party, you should keep that in mind when you're doing that. But still from there, you can do great stuff, and you really should put it on Fest, because it's absolutely phenomenal what they did there. As Cheetah just said, they made so many great details there that is just mind-boggling how much time they put in there. So from my side, thank you very much for the people who did this. A short point out, Eurofurence is not Eurofurence. We are two separate entities on that regard, so any legal guy who is currently watching, we are two separates, so the Eurofurence people who are doing pretty much the whole Astral and Virtual, and us who's doing right now this show. But okay, this is pretty much what I want to tell you right now. As we see, we have a little bit prepared for ourselves here to also have a little bit party. I hope you did so as well also today and your own home. But please keep in mind, there's still a pandemic going around. So please keep the 1 meter distance to everyone. Try to ventilate as good as you can, or as we did, try to be outside, and this should actually help you to have a great convention and still have also a good time in 2 weeks later. So stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy the convention out there. Since we had a lot more planned for the opening, but we currently didn't have the time to actually get it already running, we are now switching over to some of the filler content that we actually had for this. I'm hoping that this will be running in a few seconds, so you're seeing something that is absolutely great and phenomenal, because we want to show you how the different kinds of furry charities in 2019 managed to make a lot of different kinds of money and help people in a great cause. After that, as I said also in the ceremony, on 1845 we will have our guest of honor. Not just one, but 2 people. We have Jojo and Elector Fencer joining us, telling us how they actually got to be the artists they are now today. But for now, let's try to get over to the video and speak a little bit about that. Okay, let's try it. Okay, I hope this is now that you're seeing something and not just me, and you're seeing the video. As I said, this is a little bit improvised because we want to do something else now, but still, we have something there and we want to show it to you. Doesn't come? Oh, come on. Okay. The people guys here currently will try to figure out that you see also the video. Until then, you probably have to just see me, or you just will hear me. We are trying to fix it as soon as we can. As I said, we are trying as good as we can, especially in these trying times. So yeah, I can tell you who is currently joining me. On the left side, the first video we have here is Fudge. So the Dutch angel dragon who will be our mascot right now, who's been joining us from here. We have a little bit in the back, we have Tabo, who's running pretty much everything in the background. So when you're seeing a lot of different kind of video content that is not run by BBF, it will probably done by Tabo. And also on the other end, we have... Okay, we can run? Okay, we have Shorty there, who is currently trying to run the video so you can see it.
Welcome to the 2019 Furry Charity Index. In this video, we will list all the charity events and fundraisers we could find for you. After the worldwide list, we will display the total raised this year. Enjoy. total raised by furries worldwide in 2019. $1,109,974.51. We would like to thank the following people. This video is devoted to Kevin Richardson of the Kevin Richardson Foundation and his beautiful lioness, Amy.
Good morning, Tabo Meerkat. We just arrived at our destination. How would you like your tea?
5 more minutes.
We do not have that flavor. Can I recommend Earl Grey? Meanwhile, I'll put on a little music to wake up.
Alright, computer. What's on the planning for today?
After you spoke with our operative on planet Earth over long distance, you wanted to go see if it is true that there are many critters like us helping others.
Ah yes, assemble the crew. Let's see if it's true what they say about them.
Very well. Anything else?
Since we're walking here anyways, put some examples of these critters on the view screens.
Affirmative.
Alright critters, we're going to review how much these furries have raised for charity this Earth year.
How much of what?
All amounts are in American dollars.
You can compare it to our space credits. It's worth roughly the same. I've checked. Okay, dim the lights and show us already.
First of all, we have the furry conventions all over this planet outside of the United States.
Make it so. And how much is this altogether?
Processing data. Meanwhile, please review all the conventions in the United States.
Oh wow, that's a lot. And how much is this altogether?
619,303 American dollars? But wait, there is more. The following events are not furry conventions, but they raised a lot there as well.
Hey, wait a minute. There are more entries here.
These are incomplete, but I will list them to the best of my abilities.
Okay, so we had all these totals. Now just show us the grand total of this all.
703,388 American dollars.
I am impressed. Well then, we'll be sure to check back next year, and I am really proud of what they've all achieved down there on this planet. Alright guys, let's go.
Okay, and these are the conventions we had through the last few years, and they made a phenomenal job to find everything out there and help with different kinds of charities. It is absolutely great. So, just to give you a quick idea of what we are currently doing here, we have this currently just. This is our streaming portal that we are currently doing the EFO from. There's a little bit more behind after with BBF, but this is pretty much how we wing it right now. So I hope you will enjoy it. And for the next 6 minutes, I will show you another video about the virtual convention and how you can join there. So enjoy! You're looking for a more immersive experience with the convention? Not just a chat or a Twitch stream? Well, then we have a treat for you. With Eurofurence, you can join one of the most holistic furry conventions out there on VR chat. As you can see, there are not many things you need, any fancy equipment or VR headset. With just a PC, you will be able to hop in and meet other people like at the convention. You ask yourself how? Well, let me show you. Like with any software, we first need to download the game. It is completely free to play and doesn't have any microtransactions or loot mechanics to worry about. You can either download on Steam or the respective store for your VR headset. You can find the links on the vrchat.com. For now, I will show you how to join on a regular PC with Steam. Simply open up Steam with your account and search in the store for VR Chat. Download it like any other regular game and install it. You will need at least 3GB free space on your hard drive, 4GB of RAM, and a graphics card as powerful as an Nvidia GTX 970 or Radeon R9 290. Keep in mind that the better PC will of course increase your experience, especially in worlds with a lot of people around. When you open VRChat for the first time, it will ask you how you would like to log in. Creating an account at VRChat will unlock multiple neat features like being recognized as a trusted user and the ability to upload your very own avatars. Let's choose Steam for now, since it's enough for what we have planned. I highly recommend to do the tutorial at that point to get familiar with the general controls and the habits of VRChat. For this video and your convenience, we will skip that part. This is your very own personal space in VRChat. You can always retreat here and try the controls of the game in a convenient environment. When not configured differently, the blinking red microphone in the left bottom corner tells you that you're currently muted and need to press V to talk with other people. Currently, nobody will hear you, so try it out as much as you like. You can change the behavior of your microphone later in your settings. Now, let's open up your menu. To do that, press Escape on your keyboard. This menu is your control panel and the way you can change your avatar in the world you visit. As before, I recommend to get familiar with it and at least have a look at the settings and the safety options to configure everything to your personal liking. When you're ready, let us jump to the actual convention space. To do so, there are two main options: the faster website option and the more intuitive in-game option. The website option lets you join any world from the optimized vrchat.com. For someone who joins for the first time, opening a website next to a game can be a little inconvenient though. Thus, we suggest the more intuitive in-game option. For that, just go to the menu and click on Worlds. Here you will find every open world that is created for VRChat, which is quite a lot. To find the Astral here, click on the search in the right upper corner and type in Eurofurence. Make sure there's no space in between, otherwise it might not work. It can take some time and maybe a second search, but eventually you should see the Eurofurence space you're looking for. Click on it. Here you see all the information about the world on this tab, from the ability to put it to your favorites, to joining an open instance, or creating your very own for you and your friends. To have the best experience, you should join a server with 20 or less people and press go. In case your game starts lag, try some options in your safety menu or go in the world with less people. And here you are, in the Great Astral, with all the other first joining for EFO. Be reminded, EFO is a place for all, so don't go out. Respect others, and of course, have fun. A small part of the virtual con space is already available and will stay so for even after the con, so test it out. These are all the basics you need to know to join our server in VRChat. However, we have a few more tips that can enable you to have a better experience with the whole convention. Just stay a little longer and we'll show you how. First off, you will probably like a suitable furry avatar. When you play the tutorial, you will have noticed that the easiest way to get one is to join a world with a selection. There are multiple worlds out there where you can find good looking furry avatars of almost any species or creation. If you want to have an easy time, just hop into FurHub. It has a great variety of free characters and even lets you teleport to other furry avatar worlds in the community. So don't get overwhelmed when you join there and browse as long as you want. In regard of options in your menu, we highly recommend to disable personal space in the settings and enable unlimited dynamic bones under the somewhat hidden performance options. This is not required, but will increase your experience with some very creative furry avatars out there. Also, if you don't want to fiddle with your V key all the time, you can also enable mic default on in the settings. For more immersive experience, you can also hide nameplates and the UI from here. In case you're running into someone that you really don't want to talk to, simply open up your menu. You can either just hover your mouse over them or find them in the social tab. From there, you can mute them, hide their avatar, or even completely block them. Be reminded that these instances can be joined by anyone, not just attendees. So use the option whenever you see necessary. By the way, when you close VRChat for the first time, you might see a little window popping up, asking you to install the link extension. Recommend to allow it to do so, to be able to rejoin the con space by just clicking the link on our website. And that's all! There are many more things with VRChat you can experience, but that we'll leave up to you. So, don't hesitate, and see you at the convention! And welcome back! I hope that gives you a good idea what is actually going around with and how you can join even with just a PC. As you've seen, you don't need a VR headset and you can run around pretty much like Fudge here, only in virtual reality. So this makes it so much easier right now for us and pretty much come together. As you probably noticed, it is absolutely great that it's coming around this kind of technology just in a year like this. So use it! Go there, it's completely free. So pretty much go for the world and see what is going on there. For us, of course, there is more to come. So with the Twitch stream, we have a lot more that is going on. As I said just in the ceremony, in about a few minutes, we will be going with our guests. Who will be joining? Well, Jojo Art and, of course, Alector Fencer. But this time, since Alector Fencer was already our guest of honor with EF25, we will focus a little bit more about our well-known fantasy artist and how he made it. And he actually gone down with the dream of being a freelance artist and being very, very famous with that. So in that regard, please join me then and see what is actually the different kinds of stuff what he experienced as an artist, and what actually for different kinds of information he can give you, how to be also freelance, or at least get for the different kinds of difficulties, for example of art theft. I guess most of the people will probably know him about that some of his art was stolen by someone very famous. And I can get that a lot of people will usually back down then, but he didn't. And he made it so that he got everything back from that. And I'm pretty sure you will be very interested in to see what he is going to tell us about what or how he actually experienced that time and how we actually managed to go through it. We'll be very, very happy to have those two with us and, well, see that everything is going from there. Right now, this is pretty much everything from my side. We are used up about 50% of our, let's say, backup plan. So I pretty hope that this is not going to break once again, and we are going just with the content that we are promised. So I'm very thank you that you stood for us for now, and I hope you had a lot of fun right now already with the different kinds of charity streams that we collected, and also tell you what is currently going around for the last few years, what Eurofurence and other conventions did there for other people out there. So if anyone actually tells you that furry is just a smug and a thing that should be put in the garbage, that is not the case. We are doing a lot of good out there, and you should tell the people about that. So I'm pretty happy that we're doing this the same also for this kind of Eurofurence, because we of course have our own charity again and still try to support our cheaters in need. So please go to the charity stream and also show that even in this year we are happy to help other people and also help of course animals in need. So go there, go for it, and actually give them the money that they need to help the cheetahs, leopards and all the other great big cats to survive, the money they need for that. Okay. Since there's a few more minutes left, we are putting one of the charity streams right on still. However, we will probably cut it later on because there's also some other kind of content we want to show you. And at 18:45, we will be here with Alexa and Jojo.
Eurofurence is proud to present its charity for 2019, the Lutriola Foundation. The European mink is a small carnivore that was once widespread throughout the whole of Europe, with a range that extended from the Ural Mountains in Russia to eastern Spain, and from Finland to the Black Sea. Since the 19th century, however, its range has dwindled so drastically that it is now in danger of becoming extinct, as only a few thousand animals remain. The decline of the European mink is due to the combination of several causes. Above all, habitat loss and overhunting, and especially from competition of the invasive American mink, which was introduced by people through fur farms. Tiit Moran, an Estonian biologist, was shocked by the disappearance of the European mink all across its former range. To keep this amazing animal from extinction, Tiit started a captive breeding program with 22 founder animals at the Tallinn Zoo in 1984. A few years later, he set up the European Mink Conservation Committee, from which the Foundation Lutriola was established. Foundation Lutriola aims to re-establish a vital population of the European mink in Estonia, but also promotes conservation of this species all across Europe. After intensive research, the small Estonian island Hiiumaa was found to be suitable as a safe reintroduction site, and in the year 2000, the first European mink were returned to the wild. Despite many setbacks, Foundation Lutriola continued its important work, releasing and monitoring almost 600 mink on the island of Hiiumaa. To date, the European mink population on the island is stable, counting around 150 individuals. Yet it needs support by improving mink habitats on the island, and one simple way to achieve this is to dig frog spawning ponds, as frogs are the mink's favorite food. This will help other rare and endangered species as well. The little island Hiiumaa is only the first tiny step in the return of this little carnivore in Europe. Foundation Lutriola already put its eyes on a new territory, the twice as big neighboring island of Saaremaa. To inhabit this island with enough European mink, however, more funds are needed for research, safeguarding the new habitat, the captive breeding program in Tallinn, releases, monitoring, and of course a lot more in the future. Teet and 3 volunteers will be present during the convention, ready to answer any questions you might have. Find them in the Astral lobby next to the charity lottery booth, or at one of the panels where you can learn about minks and the work of the Lutriola Foundation.
Hello, Eurofurence. My name is Tiit Maran. I'm Estonian. I've been working on European mink for more than 35 years in Estonia, in Russia, a little bit in Spain, in France, and even Romania. And during that time, I've really fallen in love with this amazing creature. It's endangered. It's a European species, and it needs a lot of support. Together we can make a change and to keep this European mammal in European continent.
Just like other years, there will be lots of activities where you, the attendees of Eurofurence 25, can support this year's charity. You can buy tickets and win fabulous prizes at the lottery booth, or buy a ticket for the charity concert. Why don't try your luck at the video game tournament? Bid on special items in the charity art auction, buy the new fursuit calendar, or join us at the Sunday Open Table. Check the schedule in your conbook or visit the charity booth for more information.